Okay, here we go. Sideways parabolas. We're going to start with vertex form. Okay. X equals leaving a little blank on purpose. You'll see why. Okay. Which letter goes with the y-coordinate of the vertex? K. K goes with the y-coordinate. Put a K here. A is just a stretch. Okay? Which coordinate goes with X? H. Put an H here. Okay, what is different between this and that?
It's switched.
Oh, what is switched?
The K and the H.
Okay, the K and the H.
And the X and Y.
Okay, when X and Y are switched, you have inverses. A sideways parabola is the inverse of an up and down parabola. Okay, we're not doing inverses, but that's what's happening. Okay, so here we go. Vertex. We need to write down our characteristics so that we know where to find them. Very slowly. Do you see the parentheses? K is next to Y. Please put the K in the Y spot. It's the Y coordinate. I suggest you write them down. Even I still accidentally plot them backwards. Not on purpose, it just happens. Okay? Notice that it's opposite. Opposite because of the parentheses. Every time you have that parentheses in the formula, it's opposite. Okay? H is actually the X coordinate. Okay, well, it's sideways, so I need to know how to figure out which direction this opens. So if A is positive, that will open right. I'm just going to sketch a little picture. Everything you learned about vertex form still applies. There's my axis of symmetry. I still have an axis of symmetry, but where is my symmetry? Horizontal. Okay, if A is negative, it will open left. And so I'm just going to sketch a little left opening parabola. I'm just going to put my axis of symmetry there because I do need to know how to reflect my points. Okay? Example. Graph. We're just going to do it right next to it. X equals 2. Okay, write down your characteristic so that you can put them in the right place. First thing I'm going to do is write down where my vertex is. Slowly. I wrote down the y-coordinate first in the y spot and its opposite. And then it's a whole lot of switching going on, which makes sense. You say it, but slow down and write it. Don't put your vertex in the wrong quadrant. Okay. It's vertex form. It is typically the easiest one to graph. So let's go ahead and let's put our vertex on the graph and figure out how to get the rest of our points. So we're in quadrant 2. Okay, so -4, 3. Now, I should have put a little note here. Opens right. Okay, opens right. Because of the positive A value that I see. The sketch is just because visual, right? How do you want to make a note to yourself that it should be opening right? Go ahead and draw your axis of symmetry so that it helps us orient our graph. Just happens to be a horizontal line, guys. Horizontal line is y equals. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wait till everyone's ready. This is kind of the tricky part. Okay, notice my axis of symmetry. I just turned my paper and I made my axis of symmetry up and down because that's how I'm better at counting my points. Now this is a 2. So I'm going to go over 1, up 2.
Wait, up 2?
But I turned my paper. We're going to do it twice.
I thought it was upward.
But there's a 2 in front. There's a 2 in front. Okay, over 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice I reoriented my graph so that my axis of symmetry was vertical because that's how I'm used to counting my points in vertex form. Now my axis of symmetry is there so that I can reflect my points and connect the dots. And then I'm just gonna draw a couple more dots so that you can see what I did. Okay? Yes, Oliver.
Wait, you go over 3?
I tried not to. It's hard when you're not on a sketch, so I tried to draw the dots so you could see how far I was counting. Yeah? Okay? So I could also label the coordinates so you could, I did this last class. Hold on. Because I'm not on a grid. I got you. I see what you said. There you go. Is that better?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, thank you. Okay. So obviously it's a little easier on a grid. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and label this point out here. Should be 4, 1. 4, 1 is where that point is.
How did you get 4?
Okay. See my 2? That's a 2, 8. 2, 8. We're going to do it a second way. Yes.
When you went 1 over, then you went up 2?
Yes.
When you went 2, you went
That's because what's 4 doubled.
Oh. From
8.
there.
Because there's a 2.
Yeah, but then when you went up 1, when you go over like
2, 2.
Why?
Okay. So, hold on. How many people still would like a second explanation on where the points come from? Like, who wants to hear another reason for where we put our points, where we put them?
You just take the selection.
Take your, yes? You want
Did you go over?
another one? Yes. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to put my parent points that we're used to right next to it. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9. What happened? We switched our X's and Y's, right? So switch them. Switch them. Now, we still have a 2 here. Guess what? You're still multiplying by 2. Okay, but look at the titles. X says over 2, 1. Over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. You have to keep the opening in mind so that you put them in the right place. Does that better answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. I still find it easier to go like this and just count the things that I'm really, really used to. Look at how I changed my table. That's how I changed my points. Okay. Next one, intercept form. Okay, X equals, it's up there, it's the middle board, Y minus P, Y minus Q. I'm going to write down the characteristics that I get from intercept form. All right, so if I'm going to write down the y-intercepts, make sure you put it in the y slot. Notice how y is in parentheses with the p. That makes it the y value. Q is in the parentheses with y. That makes it the y coordinate. Should also be on the y-axis. Okay. The k value is the center of a sideways parabola. Which is that? Is the midpoint of the intercepts. Same formula. It's just finding the k value first. How do I find h? Plug it in. Okay. Let's actually try it. Sometimes the formulas make a little less sense with the letters, and you have to connect it to something with numbers. X equals negative y minus 3, y plus 5. Okay. Write down the easy stuff first. I'm still thinking, I'm like, 0, the y number should be 3. 0, the y number should be negative 5. And then I'm going to stop and I'm going to put them on my graph so I can connect it visually. Leave a little bit of space so we can find some points here. Okay. Right, leave a little bit of space so we can find our vertex. There we go. Okay, let's put our intercepts on the graph. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, how do I write? Up 3, down 5. It's still opposite. Now once I do this, I'm like, okay, what's my opening? Left. My opening is left because of the negative. 3 plus negative 5. Now, I'll be honest, formulas are not really my favorite. I would probably look at the graph and be like, how do I get the middle of the 2 dots that I put on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, y equals negative 1. I know that's my symmetry. Okay, how do you find h? Plug it in. Okay. Notice that you're plugging in the y coordinate. I get positive 16. Okay, I already did this backwards twice today. It's my third time. And I'm gonna do it right. 16. I'm just telling you, like, I know exactly how to graph this, and I still wrote that coordinate down backwards twice today. So slow down and really look at the numbers that you found. -1 is the y coordinate. 16 is the x coordinate. And connect your dots. Okay. It wouldn't have made sense if I wrote those coordinates in the other direction. That's it. Okay. Keep your notes open for reference. We're going to see if we can do it. Other questions before we move on. Notice that vertex form is the only one that had more than 3 points. That's still the case. Okay, whiteboards, markers, erasers. I see extras on the ledge if you need them. Are you good, Chloe? Okay. All right, let's try it. When you get it, hold it up. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'll come over there in a second. All right, I'm gonna put up a few of them, right? You solve them in order, and you just hold them up, and I'll check them as you go. If you work really fast, guys, take out your worksheet 11 and do that. Okay? Only if you work through these quickly before we're ready to move on. Try to show me there you go. Try to show me enough points so that I can check. 1, 2, 3. It should be 5, 0. Okay, you wrote your coordinate backwards. 5, right? Nope. Check your right size, wrong place. Right size. Good. You're good. Label another point so I can see it wrong one. Yes, now you got it. Label some other point. Okay, so then tell me what this point is out there. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So no. If I put 2. Okay, now this is a 1, right? So all we do is we switch. Okay, so count the x's are going to go 1. Y's are going to go 1. The x's are going to go 2, 3, 4. And okay, it's the same numbers.
Okay, I get it now.
Well,
1, 2. Yes.
So like when you have a base,
Yes. 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 Label the x-intercept. Okay, yeah, I got it. That's fine. Yes. Where exactly? Nice. Yes. Good. Label where your x-intercept would be. Wrong opening.
2 times 2.
Check. Ooh, check. Wrong quadrant. Vertex is in quadrant 1. Is that a 5, 0? Then yes. Yeah. Negative is going to make it open left. Yes. Opening left. Opening left for number 2. Yes. Write the coordinates of your y-intercept so I can tell how big it is. Yes.
Well, you have to make a table and then multiply the a value.
It would be over 2 up 2 is what it would end up being. Oh, nope. Check your half was not done incorrectly. 2's? Yes. 5 2. Yeah, yes. Okay, what are your y-intercepts? Nope, vertex is in the wrong place. What are your y-intercepts? Nope, check your y-intercepts.
No, to go down the x-axis, not up the
Okay,
y-axis.
there's a question. Here we go. I'm going to show you, and then I'll put up another one. Okay, so for this one, slowly write your vertex, and then actually plot it. Most people got it in the right place, and then count. Okay, so there was a request for the table, so I'm going to do it because it's going to help us when we get down here. I don't have to use all of those values. I'm just writing them there. Now, typically I would go X, Y, but really this is the switched, so I'm going to go like this. Notice that the second column is X's, so I'm going to go over 1, down 1, over 4, 2, 3, 4, down 2. That's how the counts work. You have to switch your titles because this is the switched X and Y. And then I reflect. And so I was asking you to label certain points so I could see how big your graph was to see if you actually got your points oriented correctly. Okay, now we have a -1/2. So I'm going to slowly write down my vertex, which is 8, 0. And I'm going to put my vertex in the right place. That's up here. Okay, 8, 0. Then I'm going to write down my table, and we're going to see how that half affects it. Besides that, I know that it's opening left. I mean, I could do this. I mean, that's a sketch, but I need to figure out where these points are. Okay, table of values. Really, I should. Okay, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, 4, 16. But the titles are switched. Okay, now this is always from the vertex. Your -1/2 is still going to change this column. Now I am only going to plot and, oops, sorry, I shouldn't even have highlighted that. And I may have, whatever, you'll see in a second. Okay, here we go. The X's are gonna go left 2, up 2. Okay, so left 2, up 2. That's a 6, 2. The X's are going to go left 8, up 4. Okay, yeah, 0, 4. 0, -4. Yeah, you were right. I was counting wrong in my head. Okay, that's how the table works. Does that? Okay, try another one. I'll leave that there. Let's do a -1/3. No, we can do a +1/3. Y. I just need 3 points. I'll take 3 points. Vertex and 2 others. But give me something that's not 1 unit away. Give me something that's further away. Okay, there you go. See what you got. Yeah, +1/3. Okay, right? The extra points take a little time. I just want 2 more points. Vertex and 2 more.
416. Hold on.
All right, there's your starting point.
636.
Right? Did you get your vertex right? Okay. Get me the other 2 points.
Wait, what's too easy? The other 2 points are here.
Put numbers on it.
-3, 4, +2.
I feel like I'm thinking, hold on. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Hey, that's good, boys.
Okay, so check. So what did you
These two.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
1/3 times 3 9.
Yes.
So what's 1/3 times 9?
Yes. Yes.
So 3. That's your board.
Check your vertex. Check your vertex. I think you're in the wrong place.
Why would I multiply it?
Yes.
Because I normally multiply A by here.
Yeah. Okay, what would this one be?
Okay, so then the
What would
next
that
one
one be?
becomes 3.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
From the base. So count 3 out.
Vertex is in the wrong place. Yeah, okay, this is why it's so hard. X is -6.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, like this or like this?
Oh,
Like this means that the y coordinate is positive.
That's -1. So
Yes.
yay! Oh my god.
Should be right here. This is -3. -3, -4. Okay. -3. Yes. All right, I'm going to leave this here for a second. -3, -4. That's the coordinate. Look. That's the coordinate that you're looking for. Okay. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9. Okay. And switch them. Okay. And third them. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay. X is going to go 1, 2, 3. Y is going to go 1, 2, 3. There it is. All right. Intercept form. Okay. Can you graph y plus 1, y plus 5? Okay. I'm going to put up a few. You just show them to me when you're ready. Yeah. We'll just put up 2. Okay. Yes. This one I can check faster. Notice that the A value is 1, so the points should be a little easier to come by.
And then, why am I forgetting that?
Yeah, graph it. Yeah. Okay, if you work really fast, you can have your worksheet 11 open. Yes. Yes. I'm going to put up okay, so compare your 2 graphs and figure out who's right. Opening is right. Because you guys are slightly off for. Wait, are you showing me the same graph? Oh, second one. Oh, okay, yes and yes. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys 30 minutes of homework time while you guys are working. I'm going to check stuff. The graph opens what direction? Right. Well, that means that you messed up a coordinate. That means you messed up a coordinate. Yes. Should be -4. 1.
Is it 0?
What are you looking for?
Yes.
No, vertex.
Plug in 4.
Yes. Oh, no, it should be negative
On the
4.
middle one, so that's
Yes.
Oh, no.
Wait, no, it's negative 3.
Yeah.
And then you
Negative
plug
4,
it.
negative 3.
Yeah, let's
Negative 4, negative 3. Negative, yes. Yes. Yay!
I didn't understand that you and I don't do any of my surveys. Oh, and it has to blink.
More
I know.
times A
I know what happened. You keep Well, yeah.
It's the same graph as that one. Yeah, yeah.
You do.
Which one? Oh, yes. Yes.
It was too easy.
Yeah.
I'm a bit confused.
On which one?
The
The first one?
Yeah.
How do you get it
So-
once you get the...
Okay.
Yeah, what's on
So, here we go. Question is... Oh, wrong quadrant. Okay, so negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can pretty quickly visually get my axis of symmetry. So if you know this is negative 3, when the y coordinate is negative 3, x is 2 to negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The graph is opening right. There you go. All right. You guys are almost there. 0 and positive 4. That's why I would draw your axis of symmetry, because at least you know what line the vertex is supposed to go on. That is a y coordinate of 2. How do you find points on a graph? You plug in one coordinate and get the other. So if I know that y is 2, then x is negative 4. What if I was like, I want more points? Just pick a number and plug it in. If you are not sure how to transform or count, pick a number and plug it in. How do you get the vertex? A lot of times you plug it in. Okay? Now the last one.
Wait, so just complete the square, but it's an inverse.
Okay, so if I give it to you in standard form, you need to complete the square. Even if it's an up and down parabola, complete the square. In the long run, it will be easier. It's actually the same as the first one that we did. Complete the square, guys. If it's not in vertex or intercept, complete the square. Okay.